Hello, welcome in. Today is March 22nd, 2024, and today is day 72 of 100 days, 100 ways, trails taken. So yes, still on how the practices, and today's, well, I guess the goalpost, score, because eventually we're gonna win, right? The guidepost for today is still do you, and the question is, do you do nature? Nature, right? We are nature, so you automatically do that kind of nature, but out there, outside, outdoors, connecting with all the things that it has to offer. So, nature. Do you walk? Do you hike? Do you bird watch? Do you storm watch? Do you go forest bathing? Or other? Okay, so do you do nature? Do you get out in nature? Do you appreciate nature? Do you listen to nature? Are you in tune with nature? Are you interested in nature? Like I said, we are nature. So if nature is not your thing, are you disconnected from yourself? Ultimately, we might be, right? There's the cycles of the seasons, the moon, the sun, all the things, right? There's so many things. Birds come and go, they migrate. Animals, same, right? They're territorial. There's rain, there's snow, there's wind, like all these things we can be connected to and we can listen to, we can tune into. You know, do you hug trees? Do you put your hands in the earth? Like, these are things that are super important, and I think we've really become disconnected from as a species. I think a long time ago, you know, we really were in tune with all of it. We were, you knew when the sky looked a certain way, a certain thing was going to happen, a certain weather pattern, a certain event. You know, the temperature, the air pressure, all the things, they all mean something and they all have a reason for being. I love, myself, I love nature. I love listening to the birds. I love watching the little animals run around. I love coming across larger animals, even though can be a little, you know, a little fearful, but as long as you have the respect, I think it becomes mutual. I've been across, you know, some interesting animals in my day: bears, foxes, coyotes, lynx, deer. Oh gosh, I know there's a whole bunch of other ones, but of course all the other like regular kinds of ones too. You know, different kinds of birds and squirrels. Chipmunks, skunks, swans. Like, I could go on, of course, for a long time because there's a lot of animals in this world. And of course, it depends where you live, which you're connected to. It makes a difference, right? You're connected to what grows together goes together, ultimately. So I think that also means, you know, say I live here in North America, and in certain places in North America, I specifically am in Canada, there's so much diversity of nature and of the animal populations and the way that everything works together. When I went to Peru, I believe they have 32 different climate zones. I think, is that correct? Something like that, 32 different climate zones, but each of those things, when you think about it, you know, like if you're in the desert, there would be rattlesnakes and there would be coyotes and there would be, you know, different kinds of birds and all sorts of different life that lives in that ecosystem. And we become part of that ecosystem. And knowing, you know, there's a cat in my ecosystem currently. Knowing, you know, their habits and the things that they do and why they do them can help us live our own lives right? If there's something happening in the, okay, number one, if there is an earthquake, the animals behave differently. If there is a tsunami coming, the animals all head for the hills, right? They know it's coming because they're in tune, they're in touch. They know inherently that, their senses are stronger. Their everything, their smell, their sight, their I'm sure within their body also, the vibrations that they can pick up, the nerve endings and things might be more in tune. And yeah, it's amazing. Walking, hiking, getting out there, it's super easy, right? Your own 2 feet. Walking's, less strenuous. Hiking, you want to get out there and get invigorated. But when you go, make sure you stop for a few minutes and sit down or just stand there and listen and be with the nature that's there, because it's there for you. And I love the thing about the signs and the signals, right? Cat, stop scratching. He needs a tree to scratch on. The signs and the signals of things. Maybe he's trying to tell me something. That, if you're thinking of something and you hear a shrill bird screech or something, pay attention. What were you thinking just then? There might be something to that. I know there's something to that, but it takes a little bit of practice to really tune into that kind of stuff. So the more you do it, the easier it becomes, of course. Bird watching, they're super animated and they're interactive, and listening to their calls and why they're calling, and why cats jump on your lap when you're in the middle of a video. Oh my gosh, he's kneading on my leg. I know, kitty. Okay, can you get down because you're like hurting me? Oh dear, get down, baby. Thank you. And he drooled on me. See, he's in love, but I'm a human, not a cat. Okay. Anyways, storm watching, right? Watching the weather change, feeling what it feels like when the weather changes. The barometer, like the air pressure, the different clouds that are in the sky, they all have different meanings of what is actually happening within our atmosphere. So, being in tune and learning about these things, super cool and super helpful. Forest bathing, yeah. That's a good thing to do when you go hiking, except you want to have a longer period of time. It's something you want to purposefully go out into the woods, sit yourself down in a spot and just be there. Do nothing. Not meditating, not anything, just being a part of the forest, soaking it all in. Soaking in all the sounds, all the feelings, the air, the scents, the coolness on your skin, all the things. There's so many things, it's a sensory overload if you actually let it be that, because there's so many amazing things going on. Even I just remembered this one time. I wasn't in the forest, I was just outside, and I was just being, and I was listening, and I closed my eyes for a few minutes and I could feel the sun on my face, and it was lovely. And I opened my eyes and there was a little ant with a stick, and he left the stick on my lap and went off. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's like, is he offering me a gift? Is he bringing me something? It's his treasure? Why did he leave it for me? Right? And that same day, there was another thing, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it is right now, but something else like that happened. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you and participate with you. And thank you for not being afraid of me. Thank you for, allowing me to be part of the ecosystem that was present at that time. The cat doesn't want to be part of any ecosystem except my lap. But that's okay. He's not coming up today. I am done now. I am over and out. And it's Friday. It's been an amazing week. It's been an amazing month, actually. And what a great start to my 56th year. I'm extremely happy and grateful, and thank you all who are tuning in. Thank you everybody who will be seeing this in the future. Even though the dates might not jive with the day that you're on, but they might, right? You never know. The universe works in mysterious ways. Anyways, until tomorrow for day 72, which will actually be, oh no, today's day 72. Nope, sorry. Day 73 tomorrow, which will be March 23rd. And yeah, I'll get back on track. All right. So until then, be well.